This is lesson 8-6, factoring x squared plus bx plus c. Here are the steps to factoring trinomials. So far, we've done GCF factoring, which can be with any size polynomial, and we've done dots factoring, which is only done with binomials, subtraction, and perfect squares. First of all, you want to combine any like terms that you see. Next, put the trinomial in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. This is standard form. Please recognize that a, b, and c are numbers, and please watch your signs. Next, find factors of your c term. Make sure to include both positive and negative integral factors. Pick a combination of factors that add up to your b term. Then set up two sets of parentheses and put x in the front of each set of parentheses. If you're not working with x and you're working with another variable, use that variable. But in the case where I'm telling you to put it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, we want you to make sure that you're putting x there. By the way, in all of these examples, you won't have any number in front of the x squared. In other words, a will be equal to 1 at all times. Finally, place your correct factors in the parentheses. The order at which you put your factors does not matter. You can always check by multiplying the two binomials using your FOIL, box, or double distribution method. Let's do some examples together. Find the factored form of x squared plus 8x plus 15. The first thing I want to do off to the side is label what my a, b, and c are. My c term is 15. I now want to find numbers that multiply together, or factors, of 15 that are going to add up to 8. Remember I told you that you have to include positive and negative integral factors. So for example, with 15, we have 1 times 15, but also negative 1 times negative 15 is positive 15. The next one is 3 times 5. Also, negative 3 times negative 5 will give you positive 15. Those are all the integral factors of 15. Next, I want to pick a pair of factors that adds up to our b term, and in this case, b is equal to 8. 3 times 5 is equal to 8. So therefore, I'm going to set up two sets of parentheses. I'm going to put x in front of both, and I'm going to put my factors in the back. Positive 3 and positive 5. You have now just factored x squared plus 8x plus 15. Let's try this one. X squared plus 2x minus 15. My factors of negative 15 are 1 times negative 15, negative 1 times 15, negative 3 times 5, and 3 times negative 5. Negative 3 and 5 add up to a positive 2, which is my b term. I'm going to choose those. So my two sets of parentheses look like this: x minus 3 and x plus 5. Here's some examples for you to try. Pause the video at this point to give yourself a chance to try them on your own. Here are your answers. For x squared plus 11x plus 24, it's x plus 8 and x plus 3, or x plus 3 and x plus 8. Again, it does not matter which order you put the factors in. For the next one, your answer is x plus 5 and x minus 7. The next one, your factors of positive 24 that add up to negative 10 would be negative 6 and negative 4. So it's x minus 6, x minus 4. And finally, factors of negative 40 that add up to positive 3 would be positive 8 and negative 5. So it's x minus 5 and x plus 8. Factoring trinomials with more than one variable is a rare occurrence, but it could happen. It's similar to doing it with one variable. You have to ignore the other variable and you replace it at the end. Here's an example. Finding the factored form of x squared plus 16xy plus 63y squared. For the time being, I'm going to ignore the fact that the y is there, and I'm going to factor this like it's x squared plus 16x plus 63. Factors of 63 that add up to 16 are 7 and 9. So if I were to factor x squared plus 16x plus 63, it would factor into x plus 7 and x plus 9. Now I need to add the y back in at the end. So add it in to the end of the numerical factors. So my final answer is x plus 7y, x plus 9y. Here's some examples for you to try. Pause the video at this point to give yourself a chance to try them on your own. Here are your answers. For the first one, factors of negative 55 to add up to 6 are positive 11 and negative 5. That gives me x minus 5y and x plus 11y. The second one, factors of 32 that add up to 12 are 8 and 4. So I have x plus 8y and x plus 4y. And finally, factors of negative 28 that add up to negative 3 would be negative 7 and positive 4. So I have x minus 7y and x plus 4y. If you're having any issues in any portion of this lesson, please make sure you are emailing me or consulting me in class.